Hey guys. Greetings, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I am Joan of Angels. I'm so happy to see you. Are you ready to find your passion and purpose tonight? Okay. Finding out what you're here to do, why you're here to do it, and everything that goes along with it. So tonight we will be talking about passion and purpose, and get ready to connect your mind, body, and spirit so you can really start doing what you came here to do. And we'll be back in a moment after a word from our sponsors. I got to show you what just came in the mail from Hempworx. Okay. Look, I want you to know that the shampoo and conditioner is fantastic. If you're not using it, you should use it. Yes. And then I'll tell you what else came today. My fruit gummies, the CBD fruit gummies. When you take them, each one is like 25 milligrams. They are fantastic for you and your body. I take them a couple of times a day. They help with anxiety. Do you take them?
I do. I tend to forget that I have the gummies, but I take my CBD and other.
Oh, you do, right? Right? You do. You take it.
I have some CBD pills. Not pills.
Oh, you have the capsules.
I have the capsules. Yeah.
Yes, I love the capsules. I also like the relief. This is a cream that we use to put on pain. So it's a topical cream, cooling. And so I use this all the time.
I do too.
So I'm so happy it came. And then I have the tinctures. And some people love using the tinctures, 500, 750, and 1500. So you can get more concentrated doses if you need higher amounts of CBD.
Yeah, I have it in like 6 different flavors.
Which I'm sending this up to my son. I love this stuff.
It smells amazing and it's very luxurious.
I guess that's the word I'd use. It's really luxurious. It's a top quality product with hemp, good for your skin, and enriches it. Okay?
Yeah. So we love Hempworx.
I love Hempworx too. And I've been using the shampoo. I was telling Tina about it the other day. The shampoo is really delicious and it doesn't cut your hair. No, it doesn't give you that style, but it has given me a really good feeling and the hemp gets absorbed in your body. All right, everybody. So tonight, I want to know where everyone is from. Hello, all my friends. Yes, yes. Where are you from? And I'm just so glad to see you. Yes, the relief is great. And there we go. So for those of you who are new to my tribe or new to my channel, I am Joan of Angels. Yes, we have wings here, Joan of Angels. Please like, subscribe, and share so we can grow our tribe and expand out into the world, because many people need to learn how to step into miracles, how to feel the presence of their guides, and how to just know that they're going to be okay now during these times. And that's what Miracle Monday is about. So I'm just so happy to see you all. And I'm curious to know not only where you are from, but when we talk about passion and purpose is what I'm kind of curious about. When we talk about passion and purpose, are you living on purpose? Let's start with that. Yes, I'm on purpose. No, or maybe. Okay. So we can look back and see what that's about. So are we on purpose? And how happy are we with what we're doing? And those are some of the things we look at. And you know what I've been teaching people over the last few years is how to walk your miracle path, how to step into your powers, your gifts, your special talents and skills. So my purpose is to help raise the vibratory frequency around the planet. And I do that by helping you align your mission, your purpose, your soul work. And I act as a guide, sharing guidance. So I am a guide to help you let go of what doesn't serve you so you can clear your mind. Now, why is that so important right now? That is what we're going to start to talk about right now. And from Long Island, love, I'm from Long Island too, the South Shore of Long Island, Woodmere, Hewlett, Lawrence, the 5 towns. All right. Okay. Hello, Arizona. Good to see all of you. I feel so special just to see you. Okay. So what we're going to do is take a deep breath in. All right. And also, do you guys like this new background? Just curious. All right. Take a deep breath in. And let it all out. Good. And again, breathing in. And letting it all out and sending our roots down to the center of the earth, Mother, Father, God. We asked just now that we be filled, surrounded, and protected with light. And we ask right now that we can feel that we are actually in like a tunnel of light, a whole portal of light surrounding each and every one of you. And while you are in this portal of light, that is when we will start to experience healing, oneness, wellness, and clarity. So dearest ones, Mother, Father, God, we are so grateful for the presence of each and every one of you, and for your guides, and for your angels and your spiritual team. And we are grateful for the presence of all of the beings of light that are surrounding and protecting us collectively, as we can encircle our energetic field, not only around us, but around the planet, using each and every one of you to bring us together. All right. And so it is. And we also ask to let go of anything that keeps us from feeling that sense of joy, that sense of purpose, and that sense of happiness. So that is a very exciting thing, to let go of anything that is in your way for mastery. Now, why is this important? Well, to be brutally honest, I would say that it is a tough world outside in our 3-dimensional world. A lot is unfolding, unraveling, and probably feels chaotic in different parts of the world. Remember, what we do impacts the entire world. And we saw it this week, but we also see it every day when you and your energy has an impact on others. So to hold steady when things are chaotic is an art, okay? It is an art form, and that's what I'm sharing with all of you tonight, an art form. The art form is to learn to sit back here. Oh, I'm so glad to sit back here or in your home and imagining that you're on a beautiful mountaintop, okay? And you sit there and you're looking out, but you're not involved in what is going on. You are sitting, much like I'm in this chair right now, in a neutral position so that all those triggers do not trigger you. Okay, number one. So you are very welcome to be here, my dear. We are happy to see you. And we take all those triggers, okay, and we start to release them. We start to clear them. We don't need them as we are moving forward on this path. And we start to look at, especially the people that we've been talking about who are in those roundabouts that I've been discussing on some of the shows. When I say that we get stuck in a roundabout. So traffic, you know how it flows smoothly on the highway, but periodically there's traffic jams. I kind of think of them as roundabouts where cars are going round and round and round in circles until they learn how to exit, or until we guide them to learn how to exit, okay? Because sometimes it's a hard thing to learn when it's the right time for me to exit. So these roundabouts are particularly troublesome because that's where all your issues are, okay? So it's like a pocket full of trouble, difficulties, obstacles. So we want to just energetically send that energy from up here that we can clear that, let it go, remove it, removing all obstacles until you can see traffic going back normal again, representing to you that you are back in alignment. No worries, no chaos, no trouble, and no emotional attachment to what's going on. The reason we want to step into knowing why we're here is twofold, maybe threefold. Number one, you're here for a reason. It is not an accident that on 2021, you are here, wherever you live around the world, okay, where you might be. Not only is that not an accident, but it's also not an accident that you are here on this show tonight, maybe getting a little bit of guidance on how to step into your miraculous path, learning how to open and step into new ways. So you were born for this. So number one, you came here specifically, partially, to be here during these times. So if that is a given, then if you don't know your purpose, why you're here, your passion, your mission, or what you are to do, you might feel a bit lost, because then you're going to get overwhelmed by what is happening out in the world rather than be in your own place of power that says the truth is I'm here even for these challenging times. I won't fall apart. I won't sink down into the sewage and get, flooded away or washed away. I am going to hold my own. So when we know our passion and our purpose, we can hold our own, okay? We can stay steady, and we can, in fact, begin to do our work. Because the third thing is, not only were these the times you came here for, but these are the times that you are meant to step into that personal power, that you're meant to do what you came here to do. So if ever there was a time for you to be strong, bold, resourceful, and creative, that time is now, because you are so needed. Your talents, your gifts, your skills, your vibratory frequency, and let's touch on that. You who have come here on this show are what we call a light worker. You carry light. You are radiant. Let's put it that way. And as a radiant being, all right, one whose vibrational frequency is higher than 200, which is the line of courage, okay? But one who is not in the lower realms, but when you start to be in these more positive realms, then everywhere you go, you have an impact. And I want that to settle in with you. So if you have an impact, that impact is so profound, you probably don't even know it. Your very presence can light up a room, or it can darken it. So if you're spending these months going, oh, woe is me, look how trapped I am, then that is going to catch up with you, and not in a necessarily positive way. Or let's hope that we're going to give you some little angel slaps to help get your groove back on. You were called here. You have a purpose, you have a mission, and you have a meaning. Now, when you walk in a room and people are in lower vibration, you have two choices, my loves. You can go in that room and you can sink down, or you can let them all pull at you so that by the time you leave that room, you are a mess. You are not in that higher dimension. You are lower than that. You are probably the bottom of that 3D, right? Right. So what's the clue? Well, the clue is that first of all, even if you don't know your greatest passion and purpose, I bet most of you, and if you're not, you should tell me this, but I bet most of you have a mission that includes helping others. Yes or no? Do you have a mission that includes helping others? Yes or no? You can say, yes, I help others, or I want to help others, because that is the service to others. So if you have a mission to support others in their growth, I want you to understand that just by having a vibrational frequency, you are impacting them. Okay? You are impacting them. So if you're in one of those funks that said, why the crap did they send me here? I'm out of here. Then everyone around you is going to go down, 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 down. I mean down. Okay? So their frequency is going to be lower. Now, if you have a mission to be in a higher frequency and to be of service to others, then, and you enjoy helping others, which is really what it's all about, then your mission is partly to keep that vibration positive, keep that vibration high, particularly whenever you go out into the world. Because when you walk into Starbucks, if you're in a crappy mood, you're going to leave your crappy mood there for everyone else to pick up. So I'm reminding you that we all have this responsibility because we know better. And so I'm the voice tonight of knowing better. And people are very unhappy right now. They are very confused. There's a push-pull out in the world. And so we got to get back to, what is my own mission? What am I here to do? Screw what's happening up there right now. How do I build myself up so that I can be strong, that I can show my strength, that I can be resilient, that I can trust in what I am doing? How am I contributing in a positive vein? And so, years ago when I was ordained, in my 20s, my ministry in those days was just to be me. Well, that pissed me off. Well, and it should, because I was actually a kind of depressed person. So just being me and having me walk in a room, just now that I'm giving you this lecture and telling you about it, well, that was counterproductive, because I used to walk around saying, well, what a horrible thing I'm supposed to do. My ministry is just about being me and showing up. And I was so shy. I was in so much pain. I was so worried about what I would say or do that my vibration was literally lower than a 200. I was in fear and worry. So that's really important to pay attention to. Yes. And so when the people around us are not being kind and compassionate to themselves, yes, we can point that out, because that also impacts your whole experience with them as well. So it is this thing called self-love, being better than we are, being a fifth dimensional, higher vibrational being, no matter what is going on in our three-dimensional world, and not taking it out on others. All right. And I love seeing all of your missions. Okay. I love this. Helping other people. We have lead others to the light, living on purpose, being a contribution, holding vigil as a witness. And that is exactly what we're talking about. So you hold that responsibility as a way shower, as a light bearer, as someone who knows you came in, you were sent here, you chose to be here. Okay. And this is very exciting. So I pulled some cards and I said, okay, what guidance can I give to our tribe tonight, our miracle makers? It's Miracle Monday. And how do we turn up that miracle power? What guidance can I give as a spiritual miracle maker guide, right? So the first card that came up, and then I could not find my miracle deck. And I take it as a sign that I'm supposed to use other decks. And the deck that actually came out was my animal deck, which makes sense because I've just been infusing my soul with all these animal videos. I mean, I watched a whale going underwater. Well, I'm sorry, let me start that story again. The whale was underwater. This diver who had been going to one particular area did a video about his return. He hadn't been down there for a year, and the shark came up and turned on his back. And there's this video of him rubbing the shark's belly and the shark's head. Okay, particularly the head. The shark loved the head being rubbed, and he showed some videos of when he first met the shark, and the shark was very scared, and the shark had a hook somewhere on its torso. And so this diver very delicately pulled out the hook, and then he was petting the shark's head. And he's saying, who knew sharks love to be petted, right? So I got totally awed by this little video. And then I saw another video where I guess this man, I don't know if why he would have a fish lying on its back. Maybe he was a fisherman. I have no idea. But you see the fish, cute little fish, lying on its back on the dock. And the person is tickling the fish right here. And the fish is laughing. Okay, I got to find that video. The fish you could see the fish begin to smile. He just did this. And to see it, he was so adorable. So I do believe animals laugh. My dog Bear used to laugh and smile all the time. And whoever says they can't knows nothing about animals. So I pulled 3 cards. And the cards go in this order. The first card that I actually pulled was the Wolf Guardian. And I love this Wolf Guardian because it says you are safe and protected at all times. So, I have 2 things going through my head simultaneously. I'm hearing these songs, when you walk through the night and you're da-da-da. So I'm kind of hearing that without the words, that tune. And then I'm hearing that biblical verse, when you walk through the valley of death, you shall fear no evil. And so this guardian is with us no matter what. Because if you know that you came here for a purpose, then you know that your guardian's right there. And you can see and feel your guardian and ask them. Actually, you can do it tonight before you go to bed. You can write out a question, and the full moon is perfect for this. Why am I here? What's my purpose? What do I need to know? And write it on a piece of paper because we still have that full moon energy. And in the morning, the first thing when you wake up, all right, just write down the first things that come to you. That's how we channel sometimes. That's how we see the answers. So, and that's how we come to new things. Like, yes, knowing that there are fish that would laugh if a human would tickle it. I mean, who would ever imagine that? So we are protected and safe. I want you to remember that. Call on your angels whenever you need them. Call on your guides. Now, the second card that came up, which was even more exciting, because then I really laughed, was the Black Panther. And this is the card of following your passion. So the Black Panther comes to guide us when we need courage, when we need agility, when we need to be fast on our feet, when we need to leap over things, right? When we could set our focus so intently that we can catch sight of a rabbit down the road. All right. So the Black Panther gives us tremendous skills and agility and knowingness, and gives us that ability to go at a fast pace, but stop and assess. Because you know how the Panthers, the cat tribe, always sit there and they look before they pounce. So they know where they're going. So these are all good keys for the attitudes we should have right now. And the final card that came up with this series was the Pelican, forgiveness. And who are we forgiving? Letting go of any judgments. So what kind of judgments? Judgments like, gosh, I don't know what my mission is. You don't know how often I've heard that, by the way, from so many people. And yet they're really doing their mission or purpose. And it's just that they don't know it. So sometimes, guys, I pull decks when it's really important, or for the people that are listening to it as well. So this forgiveness is not quite what you think, okay? It's really deeper than that. This forgiveness goes and looks at different times and places of where you were not the person you know you could be. So situations you might have handled that you did not handle appropriately. And boy, oh boy, we all, even if we are doing the best we can, have situations that we don't handle properly. So one of the secrets of what you can do is you can go back to that moment in time, and then you can, so imagine that you go back to that moment in time, and here's that moment in time. Now, in that moment in time, either A happens or B happens, right? So let's say you did A and it didn't turn out well. You go back to that moment in time and you heal it. You forgive yourself for screwing up, okay? You forgive yourself for not holding to your values or your truth. And then it's like you've healed that very moment in time. And you can actually imagine your timeline now. What would it be like if I hadn't done that? And you can rearrange your timeline, okay? And that is something that's very important. So this full moon happened Sunday at 8:30 in the morning, wherever you are. So we're still in its full moonness, but it's a good time to go sit outside and say, okay, these are the things I want to accomplish. This is what I want to see at the end of this month. So in 1 month, from this full moon to the next full moon, I want to have a sense of my passions and my purpose. I want to have a sense of what I'm doing. And I want to have a knowingness of 2 or 3 things. Tina, write this down. 2 or 3 things that I can do right now that will raise my vibration. 2 or 3 things that I could do that will get me to feel like I'm that successful person now. Does that make sense? All right, I'm going to take a little breath, a deep breath. I'm going to look at some of all of these responses and tell you I'm so happy to see you all. And I love when Tina puts all those comments up. And if I don't always answer, it's because I am looking at all of these beautiful comments, and they actually move me to tears to see them. And we are all raising this vibration together. So remember, you have an impact, you have a mission, and we are now looking at 2 to 3 things that you could do that will raise your vibration no matter where you are. And I want to thank you guys for sharing, because I see we have more people on the tribe. Feel free to comment, give us where you're from, so that when we do our final tower of miracle power, we can go around the world. So if I have anyone from another planet, I was going to say from another planet, from another country, I want to hear it. And from another planet, I want to hear it. If you're a Pleiadian, let me know. Okay? If you're an Arcturian, let us know. Okay. So let's see what my guides want me to tell you now. They want the healing to begin now because my fingers are tingling. So sit and face me like this, okay? And wiggle those hands just like this. So my purpose is to heal and inspire, uplift, motivate, assist you, be your guide by offering guidance and as a real guide to help you master this planet. Guys, we came here for mastery. You know, I don't want to shock you, but you're going to reincarnate. At some point, you are going to leave this body and you're going to be in a new body. And at some point after that, you're going to be in a whole new life. All right. So I don't want to shock you, but you were born, you're going to live your life, and you are off of here. You are, as they say, gone and out of here. But here's the key. How do you want to be with that gone and out of here? All right. Do you want to be gone and not have to reincarnate back? Or do you want to come back over and over and over again and repeat? So I'm saying this because if you apply your meditation, if you apply your thinking good thoughts, if you apply your weed, your family, your conversation, all of those good, juicy things in your life, so you feel good about yourself, juicy. Now, feeling those fingers tingling, okay? Feeling juicy, guys. Feeling confident. Feeling happy. Feeling a sense of knowingness. Feeling a sense of raising your vibration. Feeling a sense of receiving energy. Feeling a sense of, oh my God, this is kind of crazy, but it tingles. And I feel good. Yes, I feel good. Feeling a sense of new ways to do things. Who knew that just wiggling my hand was going to send so much energy out into the world? Okay? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Feel that vibration coming out, cycling from you back to me and back out again, feeling that healing. So those of you who need healing, feel it now. And if you need to receive a healing, put it down as a comment. But feel that healing in your body. Feel that healing in your heart. Feel that healing in your mind and in your soul. And know that this too shall pass. This too shall unfold. And know that you will unfold this in the right and proper way because you were born for this. Because you know that some of that is an illusion. And that when you sit up here, look, I'm above the earth right now. And when I look down, I almost wanted to look and turn around and see, really? The earth's right behind me? When we look down and see it, we see all those lights there. And imagine if the angelic ones, okay, if these celestial beings would travel around the earth and they were looking to see where are those high vibrational frequencies. And they could see, oh my God, Joan's house, Don's house, Heather's house, Margaret's house, Tina's house. And they see these beams of light coming up. That's what I'm talking about. And I had no idea when I chose this background what I was really going to see, but you can see the earth there. Imagine if we could thread all those lights together. That is that tower of miracle power. And we are going to plant it in each and every one of your homes right now, sending those roots down to the center of the earth and all up here, planting that tower of miracle power so that you're anchoring the light. You're anchoring in the light for you, your family and loved ones. You're anchoring the light for your neighbors. You are anchoring in the light for your neighborhood, your community, your town, your counties, your states, because it all begins with a beam of light. That look at the sun. The sun is a beam of light. So we are beams of light, and we're going to raise those lights so high, that all of those extraterrestrial beings, so celestial beings, will know that that is a house where there is light. That is a house where vibrations are arising. So this is the guidance that's been coming through today. And some of this is stuff I have never shared before. Interesting that it's coming out now, but this is guidance on how to step into your personal power and begin to manifest your passions, manifest your gifts. Now, if you don't know what your purpose is, just focus on your talents. Focus on your best gifts. Focus on the things that you do well. Don't focus on the things you don't do well. So, for instance, I'm a terrible driver, but I'm not going to affirm that. Actually, starting now, I'm going to affirm that I'm actually a wonderful driver. I am an amazing, amazing, amazing driver. Now, God knows why I told you that. The whole driving thing just flashed right out of my mind. But I know that every time I drive, okay, I put on that mindset of I am a great driver. I set my compass for where I'm going, my GPS. What do I use? MapQuest. I've been told that's old fashioned. So I use MapQuest and I set my intention and off we go. But our purpose is to love. That is so true. And underneath every single purpose, the real purpose is to love. And when we do that, our purpose will it will manifest itself. And yes, it will be wonderful. So the signs that you are in that place, that feeling of wonderfulness, happens to also be like that same feeling of when I describe, do you hear your heart singing? Okay, can you hear it thumping and expanding? Do you feel joy and radiance? Is this something you would do whether you're paid or not? That knocks your socks off. So guys, Miracle Monday. I've been doing Miracle Monday for several years under different names. It's been Miracle Monday for a long time. Miracle Monday is my work of love and joy. No one pays me to do my Miracle Monday, but I spend more passion on Miracle Monday than I may do on some of my other things because it's the juice. So what is it that you love to do, no matter what, whether you get paid or not? That's where your juice is. Oh, so with the car, now I got it. So you can't make yourself, don't set your goal saying, okay, now it would be ludicrous. I got so confused with how I was going to tell the story. It would be ludicrous for me to try to be a race car driver. Okay. So if I was going around telling everyone my mission is to be a race car driver, when we know that I haven't quite perfected the art of driving perfectly, or worse than that, I just don't actually have skills to be a race car driver, nor do I have the courage or confidence. So perhaps that wouldn't be my ideal purpose. So one of the keys of purpose is that it really has to be in alignment with what you're doing. So last night's full moon, I went outside and I spoke to the full moon. I did. I spoke to my angels under the full moon. I'm sure my neighbors heard me. But what can I say? They're only going to go, yeah, she calls herself Joan of Angels, right? So I was outside talking and I was telling them what I wanted in the next month. And I'm planning to create a foundation soon. And I had been struggling for the name of the foundation. And I had come up with Miracle Media Productions or Miracle Media Foundation, Miracle Media Production. And I realized that didn't really sit right because it's one of the aspects of what I do, but not all of it. And suddenly I remembered, and this is why I want you to go back into your memory of your dreams and your thoughts, okay? And of what we're about. So yes, you should all join me on my full moon nights, okay? If you don't, yes, you should all join me. Thank you, Omar. But I was talking to the full moon and suddenly I had a memory of a domain name I took years and years and years ago. I took this domain name in 2005. Yes, because it was right after this UFO event I had gone to. And so I think it was in 2004 or 5. And I took the name Global Miracle Project. And I have paid for this domain name, automatically renewed it for years. Global Miracle Project. And so last night when I was thinking, okay, if I can actually do this foundation, what would it be? And I sort of, I'm pacing around my pool here at night. I sort of pace. And suddenly I just said, I heard Global Miracle Project. What about Global Miracle Project? Remember that domain name. And so for the next 45 minutes, me and that moon and me and those guides, I was praying, I was affirming, I was sharing what my heart wanted. I was in such ecstasy because all of the energy and emotions of when I had even did that domain name, Global Miracle Project. So it excited me beyond belief. So there are things in your history, guys, and you can go back to your journals, or there'll be things in your life that you have done or written that may even hold the keys to who you are now. Okay? They may even hold those keys because that was 15, 17 years ago at least. So I've been carrying this domain name for 17 years, not knowing why or when or whatever, but holding it because I knew it was important, and it will be important. So I just want you to know that all those things that make up you, that are parts of you, are important for where you are going. So Tina, I will do 2 readings right now. Pick 2 people who at the bottom would like to have a reading. So if any of you would like to have a little mini reading, we're going to see what these power animal oracles have to say to you, so we can continue in our mission to make sure you feel guided into tools that you can use to step into the miraculous. And guys, when I do my soul awakening sessions, that's what we do. We look at why you're here, what you're here to do, the big picture, how to let go of your obstacles, how to let go of all of the clutter in your body, mind, and spirit, in your life, in your home, and in your world. And then how to start to look at what your gifts really are, what your special gifts are. I use that word all the time. These are superpowers, your gifts, guys, because I know that you've excelled with them. I know that you've worked with them. So, okay. So I'd like to do it. Tina put on, and I don't know how to pronounce it, Luke. So that's a beautiful name. I have a friend here named Luce, but this is Luke, and I love it. I'm thinking that it's a different nationality, and I'm curious about its origins. And so for Luke, so my guide said you're actually searching for clarity. So I hope that tonight you get it. There is a state of innocence that they're asking for you. So remember, I pulled that card on having compassion and forgiveness for ourselves. This card says free yourself of guilt and shame. This card is about your innocence, okay? Who you are, your innocence, and free yourself of guilt and shame. And so, guys, this goes for us all. And I think it's great that we got it. And it's the card of the porcupine. So, Luke, you could probably be prickly at times. I'm thinking if something sets you off, you could, not that you're going to shoot them up with all those porcupine needles, but you can be a little prickly. So, number 1 for everyone. And why? Because guilt and shame happen to be a low vibration, and guilt and shame cover you like a blanket, so you can't stand it, and you cannot deal with it. So I hope that helped a little bit for all of you. If you don't get called, know that you're in my heart, and that these readings are also for you. So Tina, put up another one for me, love. My mom has passed. Oh my gosh. Well, Stacy, honey, first of all, we have Tina in the back room, and she's watching everything, and she has a heart of gold. She actually has the same birthday as me, so now we have 2 hearts of gold. And I can tell you right now that with your mom passing, we are holding both of you, you and her and your families, in the highest of light. It is a wonderful thing, Stacy, when souls are called home. It is a wonderful thing. So we want to, first of all, let your mom know what an amazing job she has done. She knows how lost you're going to be. She says she's going to be with you every step of the way. Every step of the way. But she has to go home now. And she wants you to know that. She also wants you to know that you are strong. You can handle this. And today is the day my mom passed too, Stacy, in 1987. So it's no accident that Tina actually pulled you and posted you. And I asked my mom to come to me today because it's been so many years, since 1986 rather. I can't do math, too much for me. And I used to think that I could not handle it because my mom and I used to finish each other's sentences. So your mom wants you to know that you're going to actually be okay. And we released your mom because this is, we have 2 birthdays, really. The day we're born and the day we leave. And so this is a message, Stacy, for you. And I feel it's from your mom, that your mom has so much gratitude for you, for the daughter that you were to her. And so we are all sending hugs to you and your mother, and to all of us who've lost our mothers, and for all of us who are mothers. Yeah, because your mom gave you all those qualities, and you will be able to stand on your own 2 feet, honey. So show her gratitude. And we're all going to show gratitudes to our mothers right now, since we have a collective call. And she is in a state of preparation. She is preparing to pass. And you, Stacy, are preparing to grieve, to set up a journal, they tell me, so that you can sit down and have a cup of tea with her and write it out. Okay? Now, this card that came up, squirrel for preparation. I want all of you to understand something. There are changes happening. You must prepare. And this is prepare physically. You must start to have enough food for at least 3 or 4 weeks, or grow it if you can. You must have water. So if you don't have your own well, you must stock up on at least 90 gallons of water per person. 60 gallons of water per person. But actually, I don't know what's going to happen if that runs out. But prepare yourself. The supply chains are breaking all around the world, not just here. The food supplies are already shortening. The truckers are going to go on strike, I recall, soon. So just understand that things around you are changing, and there are big changes coming. All right. And not to mention that there's censorship all around, and half the planet are being excommunicated because they believe in medical freedom for themselves. So all of those reasons, the planet is just going through an upheaval, and I want you all to be prepared. All right, Tina, there's time for one more reading because I said 3. So pick them. And is that John? Okay, well, did John want a reading? All right, John. Yes, direction and empowerment for sure. And who knows, maybe that'll be the title of next week's show, if I remember. Okay, so John, you know that your name means gift of God. God was gracious. Joan is a derivative of John, John, Joan. There's a few other Joannes, Jennifers that have the same meaning, gift of God. God was gracious. So that might explain why you have such a very high vibrational energy. All right. Now, I want to say two things about empowerment in the few minutes left, and as I'm getting ready to read your cards. No one gives us empowerment. And in fact, no one really gives us direction. Although they might want to give us instructions, they might want to tell us the way, or they might want to tell us things they think could empower us. The truth is, all of this comes from inside out. Okay, we empower ourselves. We empower ourselves by feeling good about the things we do, say, be, or act upon. We also empower ourselves by releasing our angst, our judgment, our self hate when we're not perfect. So, empowerment in these senses comes when we're doing exactly what we know we should be doing. Like my guides tell me to do Miracle Monday, period. And if I ever feel selfish about it, they sort of push me around and remind me that I feel empowered when I do my work. So that is it. Okay. Now here's the card for John. JJ. Okay. And the other thing for you, John, the letter J. So you have two names that begin with J. J, the number is in numerology is a 1. So that's a double 1, 1, 1. So it's an 11, which is a master number. That's empowerment, standing on your own 2 feet. Okay. Now the card I pulled for you, really? Well, I guess I shuffled again. I put all the cards back and I repulled it. So we pulled this one specifically for John. Follow your passion. And you know, the panther, you don't see a panther who's not confident or who doesn't feel empowered. Okay. They may feel scared and really kind of skittish, but they know what they are capable of. In fact, I did a plant medicine journey once with mushroom ayahuasca, and I was the panther for quite a while. All right. And yeah, so they were playing this jungle music when we first took the medicine, and I found myself literally racing through the jungle, and I smelled everything. And you could feel like the leaves and the twigs and the branches under your feet because I was totally in that. So, John, the panther in you is engaged and actually really raring to go, on fire. So, you do JJ just perfectly. And I so appreciate your presence here, as I appreciate all of yours. So, in summing it up, I promised a talk on your purpose and your passion, and I hope that some of you feel more purposeful. And even at the end, when I said to you to be prepared, yes, prepare with purpose. Okay, prepare with passion and know you're going to get through this. You're going to be of service. I was at my acupuncturist the other day. Actually, I saw him today, but last week when I was there, we were talking about things, and he said, yes, I've noticed that, it looks like the supplies are less. And he said, I'm preparing my home here to be a place where the community can come, because he lived in a mobile home park down in Desert Hot Springs. He said, I'm preparing that my neighbors, my community in this park know that I'm here, so that if they need me, if they need anything, if they need any Chinese medicine and herbs and acupuncture and tinctures, or they even need supplies, because he has his generator and he's preparing. So that is what I'm going to say to you. Prepare, prepare, prepare with purpose and passion. knowing that you're protected and we will get through this. All right. Yes. Taking care of everything. And that is the way to go. All right, guys, we're almost at the end of the evening. I'm just so excited. And I'm so excited that you're with us. Now, I'm going to be going live tomorrow at 3:00 California time. I have a wonderful guest. You're going to love her. And then I'm going, oh, yeah, Sheila Seppi, who is a walk-in starseed hybrid type being and from another planet. And she has a lot to say, as is Omar too, as a hybrid being. And so we're very excited about that. And I'm just very, very grateful. And I, again, want to explain to you that if you're new to my channels, please help me grow. I have grown over 150 subscribers in the last 2 months, all because of you guys. So please share me out to your favorite people, your family and friends, because you know what? The truth is everyone needs miracles and everyone needs guidance right now. Everyone needs a way to step into their empowerment, okay? To step into their ability to know that they're going to thrive right now. So please like and subscribe and share. Go to the website. We have 30 days to a miraculous life, and get that now. That's going to change. There's going to be a new website with new giving. So if you haven't gotten that book, go ahead and sign up and check out the soul awakening sessions, because now is the time to dive in and really have a sense of clarity about what you're doing here on this planet. Okay, we are all here. Stacy's mom has her exit pass and her happy birthday, and we're sending her blessings, her mother, and we are just so excited to see all of you again. And we will see you all for Miracle Monday next week. Yes, it's going to be 3 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. You're going to love Sheila and I'm happy to see all of you. Over and out for the week until next week. Love you all. See you all next week. Put up your miracle towers, guys, for miracle power. And so it is.